solving the system of linear equations by substitution. So on Monday and Tuesday, we talked a little bit about solving equations by graphing. So today we're going to do another method called substitution. So solving a system of linear equations by substitution. Copy that into your notebooks. Lesson 3, solving the system of linear equations by substitution. So to start, let's talk about the graphing again. Let's go back to the graphing. So, can you find the solution? Before we find the solution, what is the solution? Who can remember what a solution is? Henry, what's a solution?
Where the two lines cross.
Where the two lines cross. What else is the solution? How do we write the solution? Safe, you think you know?
A coordinate.
A coordinate. Okay. What would that look like? What two letters do we do?
X and Y.
Good. X and Y. A coordinate point or an ordered pair. X and Y. Okay. So we said, Henry said that's where they cross. Safin had told us that it was a coordinate point or an ordered pair. Who can come up and pick out the ordered pair where these two lines cross? Brandon, come up here and write in blue what the coordinate point or the ordered pair where these two lines cross or intersect. You can circle it, but write what you think it is. So Brandon says 1.55. Does anybody else have a different approximation of what this is? Does anybody else see something different? Henry, come on up and show us write what you think. Write what you think the exact location is. So you think 1, 6. Okay. Who else has another approximation? Any other approximations out there that you might want to write down? Anybody else come up with anything else?
Oh wait, I messed up. It's 1, 5.
You think 1, 5?
Yeah.
I'll fix that for you. Alright, how about this question? Is anybody having trouble figuring out what the intersection point is? Raise your hand if you're having trouble figuring out what the intersection point is, just by looking at it. Finding the exact point. I can't find it. I don't know what the exact point is. Is anybody else having trouble with that? Why are you having trouble with that? Bella, why are you having trouble with that?
Because it's not on an exact number.
It's not crossing through an exact point or a whole number. So we can't tell exactly where it is. We can figure it out by approximating it. We can't figure out the exact solution. And for that reason, we can't always use graphing to solve a system of linear equations. So what we're going to do is something else. We're going to do what we call substitution. So if I gave you this, you don't have to write this down. If I gave you this, y equals 10, x plus y equals 35, can you find what x is? So think about it for a minute. You don't have to raise your hand yet. Think about it for a minute. What is x if y is equal to 10 and x plus y equals 35? Put your hands down. What is x? So think about it for a minute. You need to do something on your calculator or on your paper, that's fine. Can you find what x is? Alright, so what is x? Kyle D, what is x?
25.
25. So you found that x equals 25. How'd you figure that out?
Because 25 plus 10 equals 35 and y equals 10.
Good. So he said 25 plus 10 equals 35. We don't know what x is, though. We were told what y is. So basically what he did was he took what y is equal to and substituted that in for the y in the second equation. So you get x plus 10 equals 35. You all see how that happened? Okay. So let's write, before we do that, can you write these two values as an ordered pair? What is the solution to this system? Henry, you think you know?
25, 10.
25, 10. Right? Remember we said an ordered pair was x then y? So our solution is 25, 10. We solved for 25 for the x. We were given what y was equal to. You just write it as a coordinate point. Okay. So let's write these down in our notebook. These are steps to solving a system of equations by substitution. So, step 1, you're going to look for the equation that has x equals or y equals. Copying this into our notebooks. Step 2, you're going to substitute the expression from step 1 into the second equation and solve for the variable. In step 3, you're going to solve for the second variable. So we're writing this down. These steps might not make 100% sense to you. May not be, making a lot of sense, but they will. They should at the end of the lesson. For the equation that says x equals or y equals, then you're substituting the expression from step 1 into the second equation and solving for the variable. And then you're going to solve for the other variable, or the second variable. Alright, so write this into your notebooks. This is the system of equations we're going to work with. So, we have y equals 2x plus 4. We have x plus y equals 16. So these are the two equations in our system. Y equals 2x plus 4. X plus y equals 16. Alright, our first step said what? What did our first step say, Victoria? Good. Victoria, which equation do you notice, if any, has y equals or x equals? The first equation is like, you're looking for x or y by itself. So x equals an expression or y equals an expression. The first one. Okay, good. It says y equals 2x plus 4. Now let's think about it. If I am teaching and I have a substitute, what happened? Am I here anymore?
No.
No, I'm gone. I'm long gone. So the substitute's in here. What is she doing for me? She's substituting, or what's another word we could use? Replacing. So what we're going to do is we're going to substitute or replace the y in the second equation. So circle what y is equal to. Okay. Now we said we're going to replace y. So think of y as our teacher. We're going to replace our teacher, but we're going to replace our teacher in the second equation. So I'm going to draw an arrow to where we're sending this teacher. So where is this teacher going? I have y equals 2x plus 4. I need to replace which variable? Y equals 2x plus 4. Which variable am I replacing in the second equation? Phil, what do you think?
Y.
The y, because it's y equals. Good, so I'm going to draw an arrow to the y. Let me say that again. Y equals 2x plus 4. So they're telling me, just like before, what y equals. And I'm just going to plug that in, or substitute that in my second equation so that I can find the other variable. Okay. So now, if I'm substituting 2x plus 4 into this equation, what am I going to write as our equation? Nick knows. Ashling knows. Victoria knows. Henry knows. Ashling, what do you think? What am I going to write?
X plus 2x plus 4 equals 16.
Good. X plus 2x plus 4 equals 16. We're no longer writing the y. It's gone. We're writing what y is equal to. We said y equals 2x plus 4. So we're writing x plus 2x plus 4 equals 16. This should look a little more familiar to you guys, right?
Yeah.
This is just solving an equation with one variable. So what is my first step to solving this equation going to be? What do we notice? Ryan.
X plus 2x,
Good. What do we get?
3x.
We get 3x. And I just bring everything down. So I have 3x plus 4 equals 16. Henry, you want to give us the next step? I can see it. You feel it.
You have to do 4 minus 16.
So I'm going to subtract both sides by what?
4.
Good. Subtract both sides by 4. So what am I left with, Henry?
12.
Okay, so this equals 12, and I just bring down the 3x. What's my last step to solving for x? Bella.
You have to divide 3 by both sides.
Good. Divide both sides by 3. Bella, what do I get for x? I'll write it over here.
4.
X equals 4. And I'm going to box that in. That's not, however, our answer. Because remember, what is a solution? Nick, what is a solution?
This coordinates are an ordered pair.
An ordered pair. And I need how many variables for an ordered pair?
2.
Which variables?
X and 1.
So what do I have right now?
You just have X and Y.
Good. I need y. I have x. What do you think I'm going to do to find y? Victoria, what do you think I'm going to do to find y?
For Y equals 2 plus 4, you substitute the X before and just do the equation.
Good. So Victoria says y equals 2x plus 4. I know what x equals, so I'm going to, if I draw this line here, substitute. So what am I going to write? Who can tell me what I'm going to write? I'm substituting 4 in for x. Kyle, do you think you know?
Y equals 2 times 4 plus 4.
Good. Y equals 2 times 4 plus 4. Now we do a little math. Y equals, what's 2 times 4? Everybody, what's 2 times 4? 8. What's 8 plus 4?
12.
12. Good. So now I have my x value and my y value. Have I yet written a solution?
No.
No. Kelsey, can you help me write the solution? solution going to be?
X and 12.
What is X?
4 and 12.
4, 12 as a coordinate point or an ordered pair.